Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan Season 2, Episode 3. I just watched the Episode 2. If you want to see my reaction video about that, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. That was so cool to discover this episode. I was really excited before it because, you know, after the 3 OVAs that I watched, it seemed like a long time ago that I watched the first episode of the Season 2, so I was glad to be back into the story, and what an episode it was! That was so good, because it was everything that I love, you know, with Attack on Titan, the fact that we have stuff about the characters, stuff about the stories, and also new clues, new things to work on, like reveals, but which are not really reveals, but which are making me even more confused. When I think about it, my face at the end of the last episode, it's gonna be priceless. You know, sometimes when I'm editing these episodes and when I see my face at the end of it, I'm like, girl, you're so confused, you're so lost, like really, just with my face you can know how I'm feeling inside. I'm really like, eh? The last episode was cool for Sasha because we had things for her character, for her development. Not only because she was so brave and clever to think about the things about the ice, but also, you know, brave to face that Titan all alone, after that to decide to jump on that Titan to be sure to destroy his ice. That was cool not only because of that action, but also because if you think about it and if you think about Sasha, how she was during the attack, you know, into that castle. I really remember that moment when she couldn't attack, she couldn't do anything because she was paralyzed, because she was afraid and she felt guilty and ashamed of that. And right there, you know how brave she was. It's really showing her evolution, and it's so cool. And the fact that her dad didn't see it but knows it, almost saw it, it's so great. And he told her that he was proud of her, and I cried because of that. That was so cool. For the story, what we have, you know, that was also insane. That first scenes with Eren, Levi, all of them, you know, facing the minister and what they said about the Titans into the walls. That theory that Armin has about the fact that the Titans created the walls around them, I don't have the same, and I find his theories more scary than mine, because at least mine, it could be like we wanted these walls to be strong, and I mean this organization, you know, my theory about this organization, all of that, the fact that it can be a political thing. Go watch my intro of the last episode. I really resumed all of my main theories, only the main ones. It takes less than 10 minutes for me to do that, and really I resumed everything during it, all of my main suspects as clever Titans, you know, why I'm suspecting Bertolt, Reina, Krista and Mikasa. My theory, at least, it's going with that idea of an organization, a political organization, because we could have put them right there, build the walls around them during the night. Maybe it can warn Titan to not attack inside of these walls, you know, because we need these Titans for to keep people inside of the walls and for demographic reasons. You know, all of my theory with that. But if we are thinking about Armin's theory, it would mean that we obeyed to these Titans to do that. Do you understand what I mean? It's a different situation. It can still mean the same for the fact that it's that political organization who did it, but not the same way. I don't know why I find his theory scarier than mine. The fact that it's coming with them right there to see what's happening with the Titans, and then he's gonna decide if he's opening his mouth or not. For me, it can mean that all of what I said, you know, they were using the Titans to keep people inside, and after that they chose to use them to kill people for demographic reasons and all. And maybe they are afraid that they lost control on the situation, that the clever Titans are not doing what they are supposed to do, or at least they are not doing it right. Like, he needs to see for himself that members of this organization which are into the action, they are doing the job right. So members of this organization which are not into the action but which are more the political side of it, they can still do their stuff. Do you understand what I mean? Maybe he wants to check that, and that's why for now he can't tell anything, because it's such a big thing. He's gonna be afraid of people discovering that, because it would create a situation of chaos if you say to everyone that they knew about the Titans, they are using the Titans, all of that. But I'm still thinking also about what Annie said, the fact that this society, this situation, this city was broken, you know. If you're a member of that organization, Annie, if you are used as the soldier for it, I thought that it was because of the fact that one of your missions was to destroy it from the inside. But now with that theory of this organization being political and all, you did not want, in fact, to destroy it. You were protecting it? No. Maybe we have a rebirth inside of this organization which is already a secret? I don't know. And also other reveals, other clues, other things to work on, with the fact that we discovered that Titan inside on Konye's house, and he can't move. He was not taken right there, so he was created right there. Konye, I'm gonna put you on the top of my suspect list. With Reiner and Bertolt. Mikasa, it's because of Dr. Jaeger that I put her right there. Krista, it's because of the fact that she cried like that during the OVA distress. I was like, why, girl? Maybe it's only something about her background, her past, her story, something like that I don't know. But you know, it's something real for her more than for all of the other ones. They are all on my suspect list, but her, I have that maybe that I can take against you. And for Bertolt and Reiner, Bertolt acted weirdly when Reiner asked him to go with Konye. A weird reaction. For Bertolt and Reiner, a weird reaction during the OVA distress. For Reiner, his appearance, that's not really a clue, but that's again the only things that I can put on my suspect list, you know, to make some of them go higher, so I put that. But during the last episode, I thought of it, maybe these two, they knew what was happening in Konye village, and that's why Reiner, he wanted to go, that's why Bertolt, he understood that when Reiner said it, or he hesitated, is he right or not? Soon, guys, if you're continuing to do weird things like that, or to have so many coincidences, you know, with your actions, I'm gonna put you even higher than Mikasa on my suspect list. To be clever Titans or to be just part of this organization, no matter what. Oh, and Ymir also. That flashback during the last episode, Ymir, she's a member of the Survey Corps, and after Isle Notebook OVA, I was like, he said Ymir's people, like he was paying his respect to Ymir's people, that Titan. He knew that Ymir with this uniform, and that's why he was confused. He thought that you were one of her people. Where is she, that girl? Is she still into the Survey Corps? I can't remember her on screen. That's it. That's for what I thought of the last episode. That was a lot. That's also to tell you where I'm standing with my series and all. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now and let's go for this episode 3. Like always, if you want to have my Patreon, we have 2 episodes of Advance with an extended or full action part for the first season and also the OVAs, I put a lot full reaction parts. Right now I can't tell you, you have to check the description or to check also the schedule that I post each Monday on YouTube, Patreon and Twitter to know if I put the extended or the full reaction part. That's the advantages that I'm giving to you on Patreon to make you come on my Patreon, because on YouTube it's a little rough for little reactors like me, so if you can join me on Patreon it's great, if you can't that's okay, and you can still support me right now on YouTube by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, Again, I'm not your mother, you know, to tell you to do things like that, but sometimes I have the impression that I have to repeat it each time, because some people that are just watching the videos and they are like, that's it, that's enough, you know, I'm giving you a view, that's great for you. For me it's good, it's amazing for me, but for YouTube, they really don't care. Again, for little reactors like me, they don't care. Okay, let's go for this episode 3. Are we gonna discover something else to eat? Maybe they are still alive. You didn't... No. You know my rules. If you didn't see the bodies cold and all, they are not dead. Maybe they were captured to be transformed into new titans, and that's why we have that titan being created. They are already new titans? They were not captured, they are already... No, shut the fuck up. Okay, they are like... They didn't escape. Without the horses, no. Impossible. We don't know someone looking like that, right? Does it? Welcome? Now you're gonna know that they can speak. Erwin, Zoe, they knew it. You didn't. Shh. Reina. Fuck, I don't want to suspect you. Everything that you said was great, but again, it's your reactions and your attitude. Konye, you heard what you heard. Tell it to someone, please. Ymir, that's you! Why I never paid attention to you, girl? Top of my suspect list now. And the fact that you're with Krista. The fact that in both groups I have 2 duos which are my main suspects. She wanted to give you a place? What is your birth family? Who are they, I mean? You're lying, you're sweating, she's making you nervous with her questions. Oh, Ymir. Reina and Bertolt suspecting them as Earth for their reactions. Ymir, a Titan talked about you. And right now, your discussion... I need time to think about it. You did. Even more, if my theory is right about Konye's village being transformed just like that into Titans, and they left behind the one who couldn't follow, and that's why he recognized Konye?
一匹の巨人と遭遇しない。彼の穴にはかなり近づいたはずだ。願わくば、このまま穏やかなままとはいかねえもんだろうか。
They don't want to attack the wall. They want to kill people. If I'm right about all of that being for political demographic thing,
このまま穴に近づいていけば、その瞬間は必ず訪れる。おかしくなりそうだ。
I can understand the anxiety. Another group. Talk.
お前ら、壁に沿ってきたのか。
ここから西に異常は見つからなかった。そっちが見つけたんじゃないの？
I forgot, I said
こ
it!
ちらは穴など見てない
That it was weird that they didn't have any messages about an hole into the walls, like, and how they could be so fast.
巨人が通れるほどの破壊があったぞ。もう一度。
They didn't come from an hole, they were created inside. I forgot that I said that
月明かりでも
during the episode 1. It's going with my theory about Konye's village. Yeah? You don't know that you had a castle right there?
多少荒れてるが、一晩休む分には問題なさそうだ。アンジ、お前はただの石ころで遊ぶ暗い趣味なんてあったか。
That's a particular
あ
one.
これはただの石じゃない。
It's coming from.
硬い皮膚の破片、兄が巨人化を解いて体から切り離されてもこの通り蒸発しない。消えないんだ。巨人が支柱になっていて、その表層は硬化した皮膚で形成されていると考えていい。じゃあ、待った言わせてくれ、アルミン。巨人化したエレンが硬化する巨人の能力で壁の穴を塞げるのだとしたら。
Oh.
巨人化を解いた後も蒸発せずに石化した巨像を残せる。
Why not? But you're treating the consequences and not the causes.
ボールモリアの奪還も明るいですよね。
You don't need to recapture it. It was never taken.
志願しなくまで最速で向かいます。それを夜間に決行するのはどうでしょうか。巨人が動かない夜にです。
Yes, I remember that. That was going with my theory about the walls.
ただし全てはエレンが穴を塞げるかどうかにかかっているんです。
He has to try. No pressure, Eren. Really?
できそうかどうかじゃねえだろ。やれ。やるしかねえだ。英断もそれに視力を尽くす以外にやることはねえはずだ。必ず成功させろ。
He knows how to talk to you.
俺が必ず
To make it, you know, a duty and not a question. That's how you can motivate Eren. The secret page.
俺にしも近いさ。
Again, since so long we need to go there, everything is gonna be dust, you know? That's one of my theories about that secret basement. If it's not something which can be destroyed by years, by, you know, things like that, maybe it's a passage to go to another place, to go outside of the walls.
壁が破壊されちまったんだから。
Refugees.
おい、何のつもりだ。あれがお前らが切り捨てようとしてる顔だ。お前らの望みが叶って
If I'm right, it's worse than that. He's responsible for it.
みんな巨人のくせえ口の中で人生最悪の気分を味わい、その生涯を終える。
何か気持ちの変化はありましたか。時間がない。わかるだろう。話すか黙るかはっきりしろよ。お願いですから。
私は話せない。
What is so, it's what they want. Why they are doing all of that? You know, if I'm right about my story, they want to keep people inside. They had to kill some of them. You had too many of people.
誰の意志？
この大いなる意志により 監視するよう命じられた人物の名なら教えることができる。
The person ordered to observe you. What?
人物は今年調査兵団に入団したと聞いた。その子の名は
Ymir?
104機調査兵
Not Sasha. No, no, not Sasha.
分隊長殿これを
とにかく彼女を連れてこい。
You didn't
私がで
say.
きる情報はここまでだ。
Are you kidding me?
お前たちに委ね
Go back.
その子の名は
Sasha, you interrupted.
とにかく彼女を連れてこい。彼女なら我々の知り得
For me, it's Ymir.
私ができる情報はここまでだ。
To observe you?
お前たちに委ねる。
She was ordered to observe you?
先ほど兵団支部で事項報告に行ったところ上官殿から分隊長までの書類をお預かりしましたそれでその104機の子は誰なの
Sure, that's what?
金髪の長い髪
Krista?
ユミルといつも一緒にいる子です
Krista? And Ymir? I was right to suspect her. She cried during that distress of the A.
ユミル。お前。
全員受けろ屋上に来てくれすぐにだ
Are you gonna say, are you one of us? Hmm.
月明かりが出てきて
気持ちからかなり時間が経ってるのに。
They can move during the night.
おい、なんだあいつは。巨人。違う。なんかあれ。
The Beast Titan. They don't know about it.
は別行動だ。あとは任せたぞ。お前らはエルヴィンが決めた足跡の花分かってんだ。はい。お前は今後、ハンジと知恵を絞る。はい。お前が執着してるかは知らんが。お前の能力のすべてだ。
You know that you can count on them for that.
それくらい待って待ってくれ。
Going for
何入ってしてんだよ。
their reactions. You know the fact that they were surprised. You can go with my theory. The fact that I suspect them, but the fact that they are attacking you right now, the Titans. No.
ここから一体起動装置の出番だ
There is so many. It can climb.
怒りに追われて本質を見失うな。
I think so. He can lose himself doing that. Hmm.
ここの塔からなら壁が見渡せそうだ南西の壁近くにある古城
Okay, you're gonna. Okay, that's great. They're gonna need people to help them. Oh, the music. The music. I know that it doesn't look like that, but I swear I'm so fucking glad because I have the impression that this episode is confirming me that I'm totally right to suspect Bertolt and Reina for weird reactions that they had before and also for Reina's appearance. I thought that it was stupid for me to judge him on his appearance, the other one on just one reaction. But after that we had another weird reaction, and after that I had a weird coincidence. So I was like, weird plus weird plus weird, guys, you're coming higher and higher on my suspect list. And I have this impression that this episode is almost totally confirming me that I'm right. Reina, he didn't hear the Titan talking at the beginning. And right now, when they were going to that place, none of these 3 or 4. I don't know if I want to suspect Krista, but they said Krista is there to observe. Tak. At least these 3, if not these 4, they didn't react the same. When they saw the Beast Titan, I have the impression that, at least for Rainer, it's confirming it. The fact that Rainer said that to Ymir, are you? It's almost like he was gonna say, are you one of us? Which could mean that maybe there are members of that organization, they don't even know who is into it. It's better maybe to protect them. I don't know. Ymir, oh girl, for sure you are. I'm not even putting you on my suspect list, you are. The OVA with that Titan paying his respect to Ymir's people, being confused by Isle having a uniform, like, you are. Ymir, you are. But no! I just thought of it. It was how many years ago, in fact, Isle and what happened to her? And you just entered into the Survey Corps. Fuck you. My theory... No, the coincidence is too weird. No, it's not even a coincidence. No, at this point, it's not a coincidence. Someone who is named Ymir, someone who has the uniform of the Survey Corps, that's her. And how she was during this episode. That's it, I'm mad. See, I'm getting excited and I'm getting mad. I'm mad. No, you're not gonna... No. Okay, the time situation is weird, but no. It's her. It's her. Maybe Ymir, it's not her name, it's her family name, you know? And it could explain stuff. Maybe it was her parents. She is into it, I'm sure of it, fully into it. How she was during this episode, we don't have to be a genius to find her suspicious during this episode. Like her discussion with Krista, after that her reactions, like things were weird, she was not afraid at some moment, it's like no. And after that moment with Rainer, girl, you are. Rainer and Bertolt, I'm like 80% sure that they are now into this organization. For sure, maybe Clever Titans. Maybe. Girl, you, Ymir, you are. Your conversation with Krista, you are protective with her. You wanted her to be into the military police. She asked you, is it because of the fact that I'm coming from that family, which means that there is a story behind her name, you know, for her family, Krista. That way maybe you were crying during the distress of the A. You know, I put her at the top of my suspect list, Krista, but not really, because it can be something against her, but at the same time, it's not because of that she's a part of this organization. Maybe it's just something related to her story, her past, you know, something which happened to her. Can it be related to her family? Or maybe I'm right to put her on that list, and she knew Ymir before, and she knows also Ymir's reasons, no, to join the Survey Corps. Ymir, not even a suspect, she is. Bertolt Rainer, big suspect. Krista, I have against her that thing during the OVA distress. I have against her the fact that the minister, like, he said that she was ordered to come to observe you. To observe you for who? For that organization? You know that she is a member of that organization, you know? She is maybe the only official member of that organization for the political side of it. Oh no, it's... no. Remember my theory? I think that this organization, they are creating the Titans maybe to keep people inside of the walls, to have a strong city, you know, something like that. And after that, they created other Titans and all of these situations to kill people inside because they had too many people inside, you know, for demographic reasons, in fact. I think that it was ordered, you know, and it was done, that organization, with politics, like with the king, with some members of the government, with these cult guys. That cult guy he was not afraid but a little anxious by one of you, by Krista, being sent to observe you. That's why she... Oh! That's why Ymir wanted you to be into the military police, to observe them closer? I think that she wanted Krista to be into the military police because we know that it's the safest place for the soldiers, and what Krista said about what Ymir did during all of this time with her, their relationship, is the fact that she wanted to protect you. So for me, she wanted you to be into the military police to be safer. Maybe because of your family, because Krista said, is it because of my family, like my rich family? So maybe she was paid by your family. No. Ymir, she's into that organization. Maybe Krista family is into that organization, and they told you to be sure that their daughter would be safe. Into the military police, that was the best option. It's almost like, you know, it hurts to think about all of that, to try to make theories with the things that they are giving me. But Krista, does she know that she has to observe you? Because the girl seems so genuine, and even with her conversation right there with Ymir, I mean, if she was a member of that organization, right there during that conversation with Ymir, they would have said a lot of stuff, you know, which would be more suspicious. Right there, it almost felt like maybe you know stuff, Krista, but not as much as Ymir. Like, it felt like you were not... She's already 2 steps further than you, Krista. Or maybe just the card guy, he doesn't know that, in fact, this organization... No. He is a member of that organization also. Or maybe he's one of the soldiers of that organization, like he has to take care of inside of these walls, like to be sure that everything is gonna continue to function inside of these walls, like it's supposed to be. I'm not a fan of that idea. Konye, you heard that Titan talking. I hope that you didn't think that you dreamed that. And you heard it. He said welcome. He knew you, that Titan. The fact that you don't have any bodies right there, and the fact that we still have the horses, they didn't escape. I think that they were all transformed into Titans. You don't have any ore on the walls. They were created inside of the walls. I'm mad at myself because I forgot that I said that during one episode. I'm not even sure that I put it during the editing of the episode. For sure you're gonna have it on Patreon, because on Patreon I put the 4 action part for the episode 1 of the season 2. But on YouTube maybe I cut that part. I said it, I swear to you that I said it during that first episode. The fact that it was weird that they were attacked, like they broke the walls, and you didn't have any messenger to tell you that. I mean, the distance between the walls, like they moved that fast also, the Titans. It felt weird for me, like I was not sure of that. But it was only during the episode, and after that I didn't think about it enough, or at all in fact, and I should have, because I think that it's the answer. They never broke the walls, they were created inside. With Konye's village, for example, and other things. But it would mean that the Beast Titan was also created inside. And no, I like my theory of the fact that he was one of the first clever Titans based on an animal, this one, and not on humans. They were surprised. You know my suspects for being part of this organization, Ymir, Rainer and Bertolt, we saw them being surprised to see the Beast Titan right there because they know him and he's not supposed to be there, or just to see him because they don't know that he exists. Something is wrong, something is wrong. For them also, you know. Not only like with all of this situation, because clearly something is wrong with this situation, but something is wrong also for them. They were surprised. The bad way, the bad surprise. They were badly surprised. If I'm right about Dr. Yeager, who was a part of that organization and who created Eren, and he said to Eren, you can save us all. So, can it be possible that Dr. Yeager, we don't have any news about him since so long, but can it be possible that he's continuing to create Clever Titans? You know, I was thinking like to create another army of Clever Titans to fight the actual Clever Titans, to go against them. No. Did I talk about everything that I wanted to talk during this review? About this episode? I'm sure that I didn't. I forgot something. What they want to do with Eren, it could be a good option. Ah, that's it! I wanted to talk about one more thing. The secret basement. I said it at multiple occasions during the last episode. We still have that objective, you know, to go to the secret basement. Yes. I want that also. He said, Dr. Yeager, you're gonna find your answers into that place. If really it's gonna happen, it means that it's not paper. It's not stuff that can be destroyed by time, you know, by rain, by... Can you imagine that his house was destroyed by the Titans during that attack, which happened years ago now? So it can't be something which can be destroyed by rain, by years, by dust, by, you know, which can vanish. So it has to be something physical. And I said it, my theory for that secret basement, for me, it's a passage to go outside of the wall. It's going with my theory of the fact that this organization created the Titans to keep you inside, so you could have your answer by going out, you know, to go against them, in fact. Maybe you can find proof outside of what they are doing, of the fact that everything is destroyed, you know, outside. Maybe no one lives outside, the world, you know, was destroyed by... I don't know, not nuclear things, but you've got what I meant, like there is no life outside of these walls, and that's why they want you to stay into these walls, because, you know, to keep humanity, to keep people safe, and that's why they don't want people to get out. Can it be that, you know, like I don't know, but for sure, for me, it's a passage, it's something physical, something that you can use, or if it's not a passage, it's an object, you know, it's something which cannot be destroyed. Something metallic, something not wood, not paper, not, you know, not things which can be destroyed just like that by time and all. I just wanted to remind you that in this review, because they talked about it and they didn't give us any new clues about it, but me, it reminded me that theory that I have and that I wanted to tell you again. I'm gonna stop this review right now. Maybe I'm gonna put the full reaction part on my Patreon for this episode, because so many things happen. I think so, if you can be interested by that. No matter what, it's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye. I have to stop. I eat that note during the episode. Yes, it's full of things. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Crazy.